Hello. Welcome back to Ghost of Tsushima for the PlayStation 4 Pro, which in my opinion is one of the best consoles ever made. And we're going to be playing one of the most, which I would say, some of the best graphics I've ever seen on the PlayStation 4 Pro. It's up there with Red Dead Redemption 2 anyway. When it comes down to landscape. Characters, I don't know. Like, obviously, it's a different company, it's a different perception, a different country entirely. You know, this is Japan's Red Dead Redemption. This is Red Dead Redemption from Japan. The way I feel it is. That's how good it is. This is a game. This is a computer game. It's the kind of game that even your grandma would be surprised, or even your mum. I remember, I think the only game that my mother really liked was The Last of Us and Heavy Rain, for some reason. I guess he's here. Looking for this guy. Oh my goodness. For all these poor people. You guys, it's safe now. The samurai are here.
The Mongols are gone. Did they scream? Their suffering isn't your concern. Take your family to Hiyoshi Springs. These roads are dangerous. We will. Thank you.
Wicked. Tanned linen. Yeah, definitely that mission. like over a kilometre away. We're gonna walk a mile. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna walk a mile. Take about 25 minutes to walk a mile, right? Yo. Hello, Natural Gamer. What's up? Playing Ghost of Tsushima? One of the best. One of the best. It's a pleasure as always. How was your day? Oh? Yes. Are you? Three o'clock in the morning. Wow, you must be like quite ahead of me there. Well, I hope you're okay, Natural Gamer. Try to replace your fear with laughter, with entertainment. Switch or flip the switch. Will take some time, but with meditation and good company, you will do it. Your day's good. How's yours? Well, I've got a day off tomorrow. Ghost has got the day off, which is a good sign, right? Got a day off work, so that's good. How many missions have you completed? Quite a few, actually. Quite a few. Not a lot, like, but more than what I normally used to. I'm gonna do one now. It's about a mile away, but we're gonna get there. You know, I wanted to wait till morning in the Golden Forest, but I think it might be a bit long. I don't think people care about the Golden Forest, but I do. I was hoping I could skip time, but I don't think I can. Thought I might pull out a pipe or something. Good. Well, you shouldn't be frightened, alright? Yeah, it's a Golden Forest gamer. Nice music. What is your age? Well, I am an adult. You know? Like, that's what I am. An adult. Well, this channel is for people over the age of 18, because the games are over 18, and some of the topics in the game are rather unpleasant, so it's good to get consent from mom and pa before you watch any content for over 18s. As some content or comments may be offensive, so tread at your own risk. And I won't go around telling people how old you are online. It's something that I would consider changing, because it's odd, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like odd. So try and do your best to adapt to that. Yeah. Yeah, like it's described in the channel description. It's actually on the channel label about age and permission. Terms and conditions, you see. That's just YouTube's terms and conditions, that. You know, we have to abide by it as YouTubers. We can't just go around doing our own thing. We have to abide by certain rules and policies. And for some reason, they exist because they're there to protect other viewers, commenters, and the YouTuber and everyone else. It's like built as like a firewall to help prevent any offense. You know, people get offended these days. They're very delicate spirits. People are rather you know, have a very amplified perception of the surroundings. It's like a natural human instinct sometimes, and I as a YouTuber have to hold a respect for that, a courtesy for that, for everyone. It's part of my all YouTubers' skill sets. It's all about being able to navigate certain situations. Made a nice smoke though. That's nice. It's pretty decent. Ah, it's morning. quite some distance. Let's get this charger. There it is. I like it when I remember where I put things. I gotta move that TV box. Move that. Alright. Plug it in. There we go. Alright. Slot this in. There we go. Well, still got that kind of Dr. Pepper. Oh dear, what's that? Oh. Let's see. Alright, the screen's going to go blue for a second. Give me a moment, please. Strange. Very strange. Very, very strange. Oh my. Ah, the music. Haha. Oh dear. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh. Oh. Wicked. Well, good graphics, right? right? You gotta work with what you've got. What's that? Is that someone sat down? Hey, you okay there? You alright?
Be free soon.
My goodness. What happened?
It's terrible, my lord. They're cutting down our forest to repair their ships.
Where?
A logging camp near the eastern coast.
Thank you very much. Strange, right? Like they're cutting down trees. Let's have a look. No, it's not actually on the thing. It's marked on the map. So that increases our health. So we need to go there, that's important. Then right. Like, it has not got that location anywhere here. Like, I don't know. Like, it's obviously around here, right? You've actually got like a smaller blade as well, if you prefer that type of weaponry. Me personally, I think the original katana is good enough. Put that Milky Bar in the freezer, didn't I? I did. Oh man, so tired. Right. I am. Sometimes I sound like a boar or a man beast when I drink pop, like this growling sound. What's this? This is an estate. Everybody, this is an estate. Belongs to Adachi or Adachi, as it's likely pronounced, really quick. Oh yeah, we had some horses, okay, alright, we had some horses. Maybe we've been here. Ah. I think I've been here before. I think I've searched these places. I think I have. Hmm.
You're a good horse, no?
It's funny how he's able to see the wind. You know, as a samurai, like, he's that disciplined. He can see the wind. He knows where the wind is blowing. Yeah? Like, if a dude back then, if a warrior back then knew which way the wind was gonna go and could predict the wind. Wow, look at that. Wow. Hey gamer. Oh, jeez. Oh, you really, really boshed it there. I should have got my bow out as well, actually, but he was hidden. Can't win them all, suppose. Quite a difficult bow, that as well, and plus we're not wearing any armour. If I was wearing armour. Ah, sorry, dude. Alright. What a day. What's my favourite game? What, like of all time? Like one that I still play on? Well, there's games that you're nostalgic with, and there are games that are your favourite games, so I can do it by console base, so we can always go back to the PlayStation because that's normally what people focus on. So I played mainly on the PlayStation, was the Resident Evil series. So I really enjoyed the Street Fighter Alpha 3 and the Marvel vs. Capcom fighting games as well back then. So yeah, the Resident Evil franchise was probably one of my favourites for the PlayStation. That's 1, 2 and 3. So that's more like a series, because all 3 games are just one big game anyway. So yeah. For modern consoles, I say for the Xbox 360, we'll just jump straight to the Xbox 360 really, because that's normally when games started getting really good. So I played a lot of Grand Theft Auto 4 and a lot of Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter, and I played a lot of Battlefield 4 as well for the Xbox 360. It really opened my eyes to that, and also as well it had its first share of roleplay, like Elder Scrolls and Two Worlds, which was Xbox 360's version of Dark Souls, which is it has a cult following to this day. So yeah, the 360 was good for that. And then for the PlayStation 4, I'd say it's more like Red Dead Redemption 2 and play a lot of DayZ when I want to. I like DayZ. It's a good survival game. But if I want to know my favourite game of all time, it would have to be Super Mario Bros. 64. I would say, because that game was so cool. It lasted so long. Favourite protagonist? Jill Valentine. Jill Valentine, I would say, is the most like attractive female character of all time, because she was the first one that we saw in a full motion video, because Resident Evil, the original intro, is full motion video, and Jill Valentine, the actress who played her at the time, was quite beautiful actually. And I think Jill has been changed through all the games, like every artist has had the perception of her, but you can't beat the original Jill Valentine from the very first game and the actress that played her. I think that is the real Jill Valentine. I don't think any other Jill after that. I think it's just basically an adaptation or a fashion statement for how Japanese culture sees the West and female SWAT personnel. Because Jill Valentine is a soldier. She's not only like a really caring person and a locksmith. She's a soldier. So it's difficult to navigate a beautiful woman who looks very athletic and stuff, and she's quite prone to getting hurt, actually be a very strong character who rescues Chris from the cells. She actually rescues her own friend. She goes around, collects all the more discs, and rescues him. And she ends up blowing up the mansion and escaping and killing the tyrants. So she's pretty epic in my eyes. Oh yeah, Wesker. Well, Wesker, he's had a very strange metamorphosis, because he stands by his own greed. Wesker is an example in all of us. Like, everyone's got a Wesker in them. Everybody. And that's what makes Albert Wesker so, like, you know, interesting, is that anyone can be him, because he's a guy that just goes after what he wants and what he needs to do, and he uses other people to get his mission complete. He's a bit of a sociopath, because he tries to come across wooden, but he does have emotional, like, examples in the series, Wesker. But all in all, he is quite a devious villain who basically just hates stars. He hates Chris, he hates Jill, he hates stars, he hates Barry, he hates the mayor, he hates the chief inspector, Jeremy Irons. He hates absolutely everybody, even himself. He actually hates himself, because he doesn't want to be who he is. He actually wants to be somebody else, but he just can't help it. It's like the scorpion that can't help but sting a frog. You know, the frog is no danger to the scorpion, but yet the scorpion still stings the frog, because it just couldn't help itself. And that is what Wesker is. He's a scorpion that can't help stinging people with his venom, that he builds up resentment for people, because he's just an antisocial, radical dictator who dictates to his team, who is trying to become president of the United States. That is what Albert Wesker is trying to do. Like, it's like Pinky in the Brain. That's what Wesker is. Albert Wesker is trying to take over America in the Resident Evil franchise. That is his mission. That's his core mission. That's what he wants to do. So leave him to it. Ada Wong's amazing. Ada Wong is phenomenal. That's all I can say about Ada Wong. The woman that plays her in the modern Resident Evil 2 remake, which is the best remake that I've ever seen. To be honest with you, I don't think any other game in the entire world has remade a game better than Resident Evil 2. I think the only game that actually did a remake or a reboot, right, of a previous game that's been remade is Red Dead Redemption 2, because Red Dead Redemption 2 is kind of like a remake of the first game. It's just included what happened before it. Do you know what I mean? Just a little bit before. So, yeah. Yeah, like Resident Evil 2 remake, Ada Wong in that, the woman that plays her. The performance, exceptional. Very talented person. Very skilled woman who really knows how to play Ada Wong. Like, they got someone who knows how to play her. She's a liar. She's cunning. But she cares at the end of the day because she likes Leon. She likes Leon as a friend. She doesn't really get attached to people, Ada Wong. She doesn't do it. She doesn't want to form any kind of commitment with anybody. But she does like Leon as a friend. And that is what is the first steps of Ada becoming human, is actually meeting Leon. And that's what's special about Ada and Leon. They you know, it's not just about Claire and Leon. Leon has a connection with Ada as well, and he really does channel into Ada. You know, he challenges Ada, and Ada isn't threatened by Leon. She isn't threatened by him, and even when she turns her back, she knows he will not do anything to her. He'll not do anything to Ada. He won't pull a gun out, he won't get the knife out, he won't get a taser or get a grenade. Leon will actually just stand there and respect her for her skills, because he likes her as a friend as well. So he made a friend and she made a friend. So and that's what Resident Evil's about. It's about making friends. Oh yeah, showing off. Yeah, because they're both the same person. Ada Wong and Leon Kennedy both are the same dexterous individuals, but they follow a different flame. So Ada's flame might be red and green, where Leon's flame is blue and yellow. So they both give off heat. They both use the same materials and resources to create it, but it's just at a different frequency. It's like that slight different, like that thermostat. You know, like it's just not really switched on or off. There's like that give and take between the two of them. So they really do bounce off and reflect off one another, because they're basically, Ada is kind of like a woman that Leon kind of like has never met before. So he meets two extraordinary women within a space of 24 hours. So he meets Claire Redfield, he meets Ada Wong, and he even meets that William Birkin's wife, who I think's pretty cute. Like, because she's mad, she's lost the plot because her husband's like a mutant. Obviously she's going to go nuts. I think her name's Annette Birkin. So he meets the most intelligent scientist, Annette Birkin. He meets the most spontaneous, ambient, alluring Claire Redfield. And he also meets like this exotic, like flirtatious, manipulative, conniving, deceptive, ambiguous young woman who uses him to get the job done. And then she tells him at the end that she did, because she likes him. She wanted to tell him because she's like, I did because it's my job. And Leon's like, well, I've got a job to do. She's like, yeah, well, so do I. And he's like, yeah, but you don't do it with nobility and righteousness. You do it for selfishness and greed. It's not right, Ada. And she's like, well, it's just what I do. I believe that's good. What you believe what I do is bad. I believe what I'm doing is good. So, like, you know, that's what makes them connect. And they're always crossing paths, which is what I really like about Ada Wong and Leon. She's following him. She's following him because she has to. She's been told to. And Leon doesn't mind being followed by Ada Wong. Leon doesn't mind at all. In fact, Ada Wong's following you through the entire police station. She's actually there following you. Every single step of the way. The only reason she approaches you in the parking lot is because she needs you to actually get information. She needs you to move forward out of that parking lot. Leon chased by zombies. Yeah, he has got a cool hairstyle though. Yeah, there's no one there, but that doesn't mean that Leon can't be narcissistic. I mean, he's like, he's got to be like confident like that. You can't have a dude who's got to fight his way out of a zombie infested police station full of nutcases and psychopaths without actually appreciating himself. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's all he's got left. That's what makes him who he is. He's either going to be that or a zombie. So he appreciates who he is and what he's got, and he wants to look good while he fights zombies. That's what Leon does. That's what he's good at doing. That's why he's Leon S. Kennedy. That's why he's in Resident Evil 4. The guy got 2 games. He got 2 games and 2 remakes. Leon S. Kennedy. That's how cool he is. All we're waiting for now is Resident Evil Code Veronica remake for Claire. That's all we're waiting for. And we'll get it. We'll get Code Veronica. Capcom, Caption Computers will give us Resident Evil Code Veronica remake. It will. It's just difficult to do. But they'll do it. It was about 4 or 5 discs long on the Dreamcast, if I remember. I do recall the PlayStation 2 just putting it all on 1 disc. That thing was actually about, I'm sure it was 4 discs long, you know. I am absolutely positive. No, he doesn't have any fear, that's right. And neither does Ada. Ada is unafraid. Because you've got to be unafraid in this world. You can't be afraid of anything in this world. That's what these games try to teach us. You know, these characters are special because they are unafraid. They take fear, and it does exist in them, but they don't show it. Because they don't need to. They don't need to. It's only if Chris Redfield's life was on the line that Jill Valentine would break, and vice versa. I think Chris Redfield has the accuracy to do headshots. I don't think Leon can do. I think he can do it in Resident Evil 4. I think he can do it in that, but not in the second one. I don't think Leon's governed the skill. Wow. Ow. Oh, jeez. Oh, I thought, you know what, I was hoping they'd actually kick the character around. Sometimes they all punch and kick you for about 20 seconds. They do, they punch and kick you for about 20 seconds. It looks epic. They beat the living daylights out of you and then they kill you. It's like so brutal. It was my fault anyway. I let go of triangle too early because I let go. I let go, so. Hey Freya. Oh yeah. Did you like and subscribe, Freya? Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Happy Wednesday, by the way. I'll play the flute for you. I stream quite late. It's proper tired like. Look at all flowers. Ah, the good old EMB, eh? Good old EMB. Change Skyrim forever. Has it changed Skyrim? It kept it going, it kept it alive, EMB. Kept it alive. Enjoy the EMB. It's nice enjoying something in real time, rather than these games moving quickly. Nice to see something over real time. Pencils. screen's going to go blue. Should I go and get breakfast tomorrow? I guess the thing's not here. No point looking, I guess, any further. Interesting. Interesting. Yes, I did. Yes, I did use them all. Maybe I did. day off work tomorrow. Wow. Oh man. I don't have to go in work tomorrow. Oh, gotta go in on Saturday instead though. That's the only drawback. Ghost has to work Saturday till 6 o'clock. Well, if anyone's still watching, you're legendary. Tell you. But I was surfing on the YouTube the other day. You know, I decided to check my subscriptions out and looked at all the small channels trying to build a rep. And I went back and stuff, and you know, I was interacting with them and stuff like that, and my average stay duration was about 10 minutes. Like literally I tried to stay, it was so difficult for me to do. I had to go to another one. You know what I mean? Like I don't know whether like that's part of a habit that I have, but like it was a shame that I just couldn't, like, I think the longest I stayed on a stream was about 25 minutes, and it had nothing to do with the chat. There was no one in there, it was just me. But the person who was playing was like a bit funny, like he had a bit of humour. So because of that person had that little bit of humour, it made me stay a bit longer. So it proves that I stayed for more than twice as long on channels where the YouTuber, even though they were small tiny channels, were quite funny. Like, not a lot, but they were just amusing. Some of the stuff they were saying and how they were talking, it was funny. You know what I mean? So because it was funny, like, made me chuckle a little, made me stay. So it's one of the reasons why I have a laugh with you guys, because I know that the only reason you stay is because we have a laugh. There's no other reason why. There's no other reason why you guys stay here is because we have a laugh. And it's amusing, right? Like, it is. It's got to be, because I don't stay that long on channels. If you guys stay that long, it must be because you find me funny. In some small way, you must think I'm a clown of some sort. Hey. Hey Freya. Oh yeah, girl in the chat, scared them off. Maybe some people are very, you know, they find it difficult to talk to women. not many people can. You know what I mean? They don't know what to say. Like, they're probably scared in case, like, might embarrass themselves. Man's kryptonite, that, you know, Freya. Did you know that? That women are man's kryptonite. I don't know if you knew that, but you should know that. I think you deserve to know that. Alright, when I turn off this heating, it gets too cold. When I turn it on, it gets too hot. There is no lower setting. What does Ghost do? But yeah, like, it was funny how I stayed. There was no female personalities though, which I found, which was... I did subscribe to a few a couple of years ago, but they're not there anymore, they must have stopped. But women who are funny as well are pretty cool. I think they're really fun to watch. They got to be funny, like, for me. like that lovely personality and stuff. If I jump down there, it's going to break his legs. But you're a sweet Anita. I always thought you were more pop and candy, really. I think pop and candy's really cool. I used to go crazy for that. I mean, obviously now you can't because, like, you know, pop and candy's not something you wanna, you know. But it's really cool, alright? It's like, makes a noise, sweet flavoured, it's not cheap, it's in a bag, a fancy bag. Ooh, stairway, stairs to nowhere, stairs to nowhere. Oh, it's been thingamajigged. We have to climb up. Yeah, I definitely say you're more pop and candy. Just doesn't stay around too long, right? Doesn't stay long enough. It should be around for more often. Should be around longer, right? Don't you agree? Alright, I think we're gonna make it. Yeah, this samurai means business. He's really cheesed off. This is why he can jump over ledges really well. He's like very angry. You know, for a samurai who's like really chilled, he's using like the ninja style to get really cheesed off. It's like swinging him off a bit as a samurai. He's kind of like, I'm a ninja more than a samurai. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who is? Who's funny and gorgeous? Who you? You talk about you? Look at that smoke. You talk about yourself again? Look at that fire down there. Wow, it's gonna look real. Whoa, I don't know what too far off the edge. It's like he walks on his own. No way, I like the little birdhouse. You don't say. You don't say, Freya. You don't say. Look at that smoke. I don't know who they were. They were only small channels. They're normally on Twitch though, I think, female streamers. Oh man, let's... Great honour and respect for Japanese shrines. I heard that like people were smashing them up in games, in computer games, like smashing up the Japanese culture, you know, for their ancestors that they honour and cherish, the Japanese culture, their Kappa Dragon, and all that stuff, and water and wind and rain. You know, we really appreciate Japanese furniture and the culture of Japan, and we here in England we love your furniture in games and in real life, and I would never break any of your furniture in any game. I love your furniture, Japan, and I'm going to honour the shrine, which has got a fox. It's got a fox, and foxes are cool, and they love the surroundings. I love the Japanese architecture and the range of products that they made for all their ancestors and shrines. Inari. Hey Matteo. You like what you see on the screen, yeah? Thank you. Well, we all know, right? If I may, Matteo, we all know that YouTube and the PlayStation 4 Pro is unable to stream at 4K resolution. The hardware isn't built to do it. You can play it in 4K in your own home, but to stream it, it's not possible. It is on the PlayStation 5 and the Pro 5, but unfortunately not on the PlayStation 4 Pro. So what I've done is that I basically put it in like a I've maxed it out on all the hardware and the game itself. So it's kind of like games that are streaming in 1080p. It basically allows it to be upscaled to 21 I think it's 2160, right? I think it's 2160p, right? So even though it says 1080p, it's actually 2160p upscale with a stream because of the settings. But I would love to do it in 4K, but I need a PC for that. And I'd need a PC, and I need a really powerful capture card, a very powerful capture card, which I don't have. So no, it's not in 4K, but I'd love it to be. Yeah, you can't stream in 4K on the PlayStation. You can't do it, Freya. It's not possible. It doesn't exist as a specification. So the person probably thought playing on a PC. I don't think it's out for PC, right? And it's funny that they thought it was in 4K, right? Because it's not. It's not. Not at all. still gonna chill. Still gonna chill. It gets too warm too quick now. It's too warm too quick. And it gets too cold too quick. What in the Lord's name's going on? I don't know what that shrine did. That we did for honour and respect for Japan. Now we appreciate the microchips and all the games that you make for us, Japan, and all the arcade games that used to cost a fortune that my mum and dad never let me play because it cost about 20 quid to complete those games. But apart from that, like the Super Mario Brothers and like all come from Japan, you know. All the best games. I think one of the best gaming developers back in the day was Factor 5. I don't know what Factor 5 became, unless they're still about. But I loved Factor 5. They did a lot of arcade games for old consoles, you know. They were able to make arcade games. You know, way back on 16-bit systems. Phenomenal what they did back then, Factor 5. I mean, Bethesda need to do something within the next 12 months. They have to. They have to do something. Please do something. Like a remake or something, or a remaster. Like remake Fallout 3 or New Vegas or something. Like it's all there for you to use. Someone asked me something, like, about Bethesda Game Studios, about Skyrim and Elder Scrolls and Fallout, and they were like, why have they not made like a Fallout 5 or a spin-off that's like a story of Fallout, like another New Vegas after Fallout 4. Like, I don't know, like Fallout Dallas. The reason is because they don't know how to do it. Because the people that did it don't work there anymore, probably. And they don't know how to make it. That's why they haven't made another Division, isn't it? They haven't had a Division game for like, what, since 2018? They haven't had a Division game for nearly 8 years. Breakpoint came out in 2019. That's been out for 5 years. You haven't had a Wildlands 3? More Far Cry games came out more than I clean my windows. More Far Cry games came out more than I cleaned my windows. Alright. I'm sure 2 Far Cry games came out in 1 year. It's like, as that year was ending, they brought one out. And then as the next year was starting, they released another one. I'm sure they did. And they put that dude from Breaking Bad in it. No, Gus Fring. And they thought by putting that geezer in there, everyone will buy it, because he's in it. Why? I mean, he's a good actor, but unfortunately he's not that big. I can see where they were coming from though, but it's like they did it with Breakpoint, didn't they? They put the Punisher in there. Didn't they? Thinking, oh, everyone will buy this. Because the Punisher's in it. And no, we buy it because it says Tom Clancy. That's why. We buy it because it says Tom Clancy and it says Ghost Recon. That's why we buy it. And we buy it because it doesn't matter what actors you put in those games, the fact remains that it's how good you make that game. And instead of nutcase like budgets and producers would rather, right, this is the reality, they would rather go out and have dinner with these actors and make a deal and spend millions of dollars to just use them as a person in their game, or because they want to go out and have dinner. You know what I mean? Also, they can say like, "Oh, I'm going out with lunch with a Hollywood agent," or do you know what I mean? Like, it's stuff like that, you know. Like, they'd rather spend all the money on that than rather give it to the people who actually do a good job. Make games like this. Know what I'm saying? Like, the only time like a character's face matters, and it's a big deal, is when that character is renowned, right? So they're well known, they're worth billions. For example, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, the way he looks, like, that matters. Did they spend hundreds of millions of dollars on actors who would cost a fortune? No, they didn't. They paid people who want to do a good job and get hired again. That's what they did. And in Spider-Man, that character's worth billions. They made a Peter Parker that wasn't a famous actor. They didn't put Tom Holland in there. They didn't put anyone. They put their own version of him, and it worked. You know why it worked? Because he's a good actor. And it's a good game. It uses Spider-Man. You can climb walls, spin webs, fight crime, straighten yourself out. That is a face that's worth billions, but they spent a fraction on it because they knew it didn't matter who they put in as Peter Parker. What mattered was whether the game worked, and it was good, and it was, and it is, because the people that made it, they put their entire life and soul into it. They tirelessly got it right. Insomniac Games helped me fall in love with Spider-Man games again, because they were good, and then they went downhill after Spider-Man 2, and I fell out of love with Spider-Man games. I stopped liking them, I stopped loving them, and I started looking at other games. And then when Insomniac Games released that trailer, I was instantly back into that love for the games, Spider-Man, the games. I was always interested how they do MJ. I thought she was so cool in the first version. The second game, I heard she's a bit of a weirdo. So I'm gonna stick to the first one. They made her a bit too plain Jane. She's normally wearing eyeshadow and red lipstick, Mary Jane. That's why she's called Mary Jane. Not that the name Mary Jane means. You gotta wear all the smoky eye makeup. I'm just saying that's how she portrayed herself in the comics. That's why Peter likes her. Why else would he like her? In the first film with Sam Raimi, he was looking at her through the window. He was just gawping at her, getting changed. Well, she just got changed actually, she was getting her bag. I drank that can of pop dead quick. Wow, 11:15. Jeez. Ah. I still need to pick up some eye drops. Ah. Ah. Good old sunset, eh? Never go wrong. Wow. I think that job's just getting too tiring. Getting too tired now. What time is it now? Wow, 25 past 11. It's like, normally I'm full of beans at this time. You know, like, this time like a year ago when I was like streaming there, I was like... Well, it must be because the job I was doing at the time was probably, like, less energy, where this is like a bit much. Like, not the streaming, but the job I'm doing. Probably my body telling me like, and as well, I always got the weekends off. It's like Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. I do remember that. And I think it's since they split me days up, really. It was like roundabout... Oh, it must have been... I must have started feeling a bit tired round about late August. So I've been doing it for about 3 months by then. Cannot believe I'm so sleepy by 11:30. That's shocking. Remember, like, streaming to like 2-3 o'clock in the morning? Remember that? I physically can't do it. Because that job I'm doing, it's taking all the juice. Don't like it. It's not good. Not having my work take all my juice from my brain. It's mine, that. I need that when I get home as well. Tired of taking it there. Ah, well. Guess everyone's gone to bed. I may as well go to bed, right? No? I don't fall asleep. I said that to you. No, I said I felt sleepy. But I haven't fallen asleep. I've just not got enough energy to play the game. Or like, you know, I've like hit that limit, Freya. Not that it matters, I don't think anyone's watching anyway, so. But no, I've not. Alright. That's saved anyway. Suppose I'll have a smoke and then go to bed. Story of my life. Hey, Rohan. Welcome back to the channel, Rohan. What are you up to? Sounds like you're feeling the blues. Oh, you're tired? It's like nearly midnight, so... Been work all day, man. So, yeah. Going to bed after this, after this cigarette here, I'm going to bed. Caught me just before. Thanks for asking, though. Everyone gets tired, I suppose. have you guys been up to? Anything sweet? You're not missing much. There's a fire down there. Oh yeah, for here. Do you want to redecorate? Well, that's some redecoration. What do you mean am I going to sleep? What's all this about? What's all this sleep talk? You know Ghost doesn't fall asleep on streams. You know Ghost is a legend and done 12-hour streams. You know that, you were there for him. What is all this talk of this sleep you say, you speak of? Spit it out on the floor. Speak when spoken to. Oh, class. Those two foxes. Yeah, it looks like Ghost is gone, yeah. Looks like you'll have to wait till tomorrow, guys. Alright, alright. So I was a little bit tired, alright? So I was, okay. What are you gonna do about it? Well, I'm gonna go anyway. But good night and God bless. Thank you so much for saying hello and for stopping by. It's a shame you guys don't do it enough or often. But yes, good night, sweet dreams. Thank you very much. And I will see you tomorrow if you guys are available. I will be hosting a stream on the Ghost Train tomorrow. We got Joel, got Lara Croft, we got guests on the train, got desserts, we got whipped cream jam tarts with custard creams. We got Joel wearing his pinny. So good night, God bless, and I'll see you on the Ghost Train tomorrow. Sweet dreams.